The last setup I would like to share with you guys is on AUDUSD. You guys can see now we have actually broken the market structure on the daily time frame, and we've had this huge meltdown starting off of around 0.69. So multiple wick rejections here at the top, huge push to the downside, and now we are at the level of support. A very strong level of support indeed, where we've had multiple level of rejections. You can see we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now we had a closure inside the zone. So we're simply now waiting for a break or bounce scenario. I would prefer for price to hold this level of support so we can look for a potential buy opportunity towards the upside. But again, we just have to wait and see for the daily closure. If price happens to have a closure below, then we would then be targeting 0.645 as our next key level for AUDUSD. If we continue to push to the downside and we have a closure below, our trade would look something like this, with our target of around 230 pips, and our stop loss would be around 45 to 50 pips. Obviously, we will be breaking this down, so once it reaches say 80 pips or so, or 100 pips, we would be closing out some of our position on our trade. That way we'd be able to secure some profits while also looking for more entries on the same position. And at this point, we would also bring our stop loss to break even, making this trade risk free. So although we are targeting a large sum of pips, we can break it down into little small sections to make it easier and to maximize our profitability on this trade. So AUDUSD, a break or bounce scenario on this. If we happen to hold this level of support, we would then be looking for a buy opportunity. We'd be looking for a target of around 130 pips. And our stop loss again would just be below this level of support, which is around 25 pips, which is pretty good. A nice risk reward here as well, 1 to 5. So again, just gotta wait for the daily closure and see which way the market is going to be heading.